if you take this edge first perspective, there are several what we call design patterns that emerge. And these design patterns will be different based on the device or devices you're working with, the specs of those, the use case, and a whole plethora of other custom requirements. So the first design pattern that we'll see is what we call native edge, which is great for static model workloads. In fact, what I just showed you was an example of that, where the compute, the processing is happening on the device itself. So we use Modzy as our central MLOps platform. We have our model. We remotely push that to the Raspberry Pi, and then it was operating in a way that we could access that via API. And that's all facilitated via and orchestrated, via Modzy's edge-centric solution. So, you can deploy models anywhere, and then on the device, there's a whole plethora of tasks you can do, right? So, Modzy Edge can start the container, it can stop the container, restart the container at any time, and then on a case-by-case basis, you can customize resource allocation, on per container basis. So, super flexible, and again, very simple demo that we suddenly can rapidly scale up to hundreds, thousands of devices if we want to.
Yeah, some great examples of that in practice today include a lot of computer vision scenarios. So any situation where you want to be able to run a model right on a GPU accelerated smart camera, it's a great example of that kind of use case. Native edge, as well as sensor data. So if you're processing sensor data live in the field, scenarios like sort of machine failure prediction, or if you're trying to sort of analyze real-time location data for supply chains. We work with a customer who's actually looking at trying to use this information to reduce forklift collisions by basically alerting drivers as they're whipping around corners inside a big factory. So scenarios where you need that data kind of rip through really fast, this native edge approach is really helpful. So computer vision and sensor data, those are two scenarios where you may consider this architecture.